Now moving on to the third speech of the day. This is level 1 P3, and before calling Tracy on stage, I would like to call our evaluator for the day, PM Amit Saigal, to come onto the stage and enlighten us the objective of this.
Very good morning, everyone. Today, TM Tracy is going to enamor us all with a speech titled How Not to Take a Road Trip. Her pathway and level is L1P3 from Persuasive Influence. The objective of her speech is how to use vocal variety and body language to deliver the speech effectively, a very important ingredient to enhance the effectiveness of the speech. Today, I am very excited to evaluate the speech of TM Tracy because not very often you get a chance to evaluate the speech of TM Education. So TM Tracy, all the best, and I'm sure you would leave no stone unturned to mesmerize everyone with your spellbound speech. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes, and TM Tracy, all the best for your speech.
Thank you, TM Amit. Now I would like to call TM Tracy on the stage for her L1P3. TM Tracy is saying in her introduction that she is an introvert, but I don't believe she is. She is a travel lover. She travel by, solo or in a group, and she loves spending time with like-minded people. So I'll welcome TM Tracy on the stage. TM Tracy, how not to take a trip? How not to take a trip, TM Tracy?
So, how many of you get really energized when someone says, you only live once? Live in the moment, carpe diem. All these things make us energized to go and do something that we probably wouldn't do on a usual day. We wouldn't take the road less traveled unless someone says this. The fear of missing out sometimes makes us do things that we probably regret later. Toastmasters and fellow guests, I am here to share a personal story to define the fine line between FOMO and YOLO. I went on an impromptu road trip with a lot of enthusiasm but little sense. It was 10 years ago. My college gang was splitting up in different parts of the country for their masters. I was also headed to Jaipur for my masters. Packing up, I still felt a little sad because I was leaving my friends behind. I decided that I'm going to catch up with everyone. A friend of mine called Lavanya had moved to a town called Davangere. It is 280 kilometers from Bangalore, which was our place of undergrad. This place was not very far, but I just thought that I'll utilize this weekend and go meet her and come. I gave her a call. Hi Lavanya, what are you doing this weekend? Not much, I had a hectic week, I'm just going to sleep in. Okay, great. Chalo, I'll keep the phone, I'm going to meet a friend, bye. I hung up and I checked all the bus routes. They didn't make quite sense because they were 10 hours long and would have started at night. I wanted to go right now. I opened Google Maps and I saw that the highway said it's just a 5-hour trip. I can do this. I packed lightly, I took my charger, I took a change of clothes, I took a bottle of water and I was ready to go. I zoomed down to the parking, took out my Activa, wore my helmet, zoomed to the petrol pump, got refueled till full tank, and I was on the highway on no time. The highway was such a delight. There was nothing to worry, no navigation issues. Just keep driving forward till you see the milestone which said Davangere 0 kilometers. Broad highway, uncrowded, the wind in my hair. I was really having a lot of fun. I thought I was unstoppable. until I had to stop to refuel. The sunset especially was a scene out of a movie. The orange sky, windmills on both sides, all up to the horizon. I cannot explain in words. You should be there to see it. Anyhow, after dark, I reached Davangere. I was standing at the college gate and I was not feeling unsafe. I picked up the phone excitedly to tell her that I'm here, just to hear, the number you're dialing is out of reach. Please check your number or try again later. It's like, damn it, where has she gone? She just told me this morning she's at home. Anyhow, I have to move to plan B. I scrolled down to see which contacts might be in Davangere and I found my friend Preetham. Called him and I said, hi Preetham, are you here? I have come to meet Lavanya. Do you know where she is? He was totally unhelpful and he disconnected. How can you do that? But still, I called again, like, can you help? Can you tell me where she is? I don't know where she is, but I'll introduce you to a friend. Kanchan came to my rescue. She was a happy, jolly girl. She reached about 20 minutes later and she said, it's already late. It's 9:30 and the shops are going to close down. Let's have dinner because Lavanya's phone is still switched off. I said, okay. So we did that and around 10 o'clock we reached Lavanya's PG. Kanchan called her downstairs to come and talk to her with some lame excuse. Lavanya as usual forgot her glasses and she refused to recognize me. Unfortunately, I thought I have to yell at her now. My patience is lost. And I screamed at her and said, you don't know? It's Tracy. I've come all the way from Bangalore. Thankfully, her ears worked and she recognized me. We shared laughs. We shared a few nostalgic memories. We video called all our friends and we had a good evening. Next afternoon, it was time for me to go back to Bangalore. At 12 o'clock, I left because I wanted to reach before dark. It was all okay till up to 50 kilometers. Smooth road, no issues. Same wind in my hair and enjoying the view. But right now things got uncomfortable. Apparently, a single woman on an Activa on a highway is unsafe even at broad daylight. A stranger came up to me and said something in Kannada which I did not understand. I ignored. Gave a creepy smile and probably said something offensive, which of course I didn't understand, but I decided to ignore him. I sped forward, he sped forward. I slowed down so that he keeps going ahead. He slowed down and caught up with me. I drove to the right side, which is very dangerous for two-wheelers. He followed suit. Came back to the left because there's no point. He followed suit. This went on for about another 50 kilometers. I got really scared when he came close and started making a call. I thought he was calling his friends to ambush me. This was scary. I cannot stop in the middle of the highway. What should I do? And I just prayed that, this guy leaves. Thankfully, I saw a police jeep nearby and I went and stopped right there. Looking at the police jeep, he finally decided that there's no point. So the stopper sped up and finally left me alone. I made small talk with the police, asking about directions on where to eat and spend some time there. And I left and then I drove slowly so that I don't catch up with the stalker again. Now it was fine. I was back on the road. It was comfortable. I was just 20 kilometers away from Bangalore and I thought, great, my trip is done. It started raining cats and dogs. I thought I am not going to stop for anything. I have to reach Bangalore. I took out my raincoat, wore it and started moving forward. I just have to reach Bangalore as soon as possible. The storm blew up so strongly that my Activa was swaying in the wind. I had no control. I had to stop. I went ahead and I stopped at a petrol pump. In another hour, I went and reached at my friend's place where I relaxed. I heard a earful from her mother too, which was well deserved. In retrospect, I believe precaution would have been more important. If you want to go far, you have to go together. If you want to go fast, you can go alone. What would you want? Thank you.
Thank you, TM Shwesi. That was a nostalgic speech. Okay, before going to the next speech, we would like to take